I heard a curious thing the other day. A friend told me about this remarkable little garden hidden at the edge of a quiet town. It's the kind of place where as soon as you step in, the world seems to shift ever so gently, like the way the breeze touches your cheek. And perhaps you've noticed this too, how certain places can calm you without you even trying. People would go there and simply sit, and somehow everything felt lighter. You could almost feel the air there breathing with you, guiding you to relax just a little more, and then a little more, as though the garden itself was inviting you to sink deeper into its stillness. What made this garden special wasn't just its flowers or the gentle hum of bees, though those were there too. It was something else, something harder to put into words. As people wandered its paths, they often notice a soft whispering sound, not loud enough to distract, just enough to be curious. Some thought it was the breeze, others wondered if it was the rustling of leaves. But everyone agreed the whispers seemed to settle inside them, quietly urging them to let go. And as they listened, they'd find themselves slowing down, walking softer, feeling lighter, almost as if time didn't matter anymore and they could simply be. And you might imagine how peaceful that must feel, just allowing everything to flow. One day, a young man named Elias stumbled upon the garden quite by accident. He wasn't looking for it, he was lost, actually, frustrated by a day that wasn't going his way. And as he stepped inside, something shifted. At first, he didn't even notice how his hurried steps slowed, or how his clenched hands began to soften. What he did notice was the whispering. It wasn't a voice exactly, but it seemed to speak to him, saying, "Kindness grows where it's planted." Elias frowned, unsure where that thought had come from. And as he continued down the path, he saw something odd. A tree, bare and lifeless, stood amongst the lush greenery. Next to it was a sign that read, "Gifts of kindness restore even the weariest of souls." Elias found himself wondering, wasn't kindness like water? It didn't take much to offer someone a little, but his effects could reach far beyond what you'd ever know. He recalled a time he had helped a neighbor carry groceries up a steep flight of stairs. He hadn't thought of much of it then, but later she told him it had meant the world to her. Elias smiled faintly. The thought warmed him as if the garden agreed. Before long, Elias felt something new, not just peace, but a quiet kind of purpose. And as he left the garden, he noticed how others looked brighter, how even strangers seemed easier to approach. And as the whispers stayed with him, he found himself offering simple kindnesses, a smile, a door held open, and discovering that every small action grew into something more. As you begin to come back now, you might find yourself noticing those small moments, perhaps today, perhaps tomorrow, where kindness flows so naturally, like water from a hidden spring. And without even trying, you might find yourself offering just a little more to others, and feeling the ripple of kindness return to you again and again. Thank you for joining me and Elias today. And until next time, goodbye and good mental health.